welcome to a special edition of podcast from Nanak Institute of Hotel Management. I am Shivankar, your host, and today I am honored to have with us with one of the India's best bakery chefs with us. So let's welcome him on stage, Miss Anil Rohira. Welcome, sir. Welcome on stage, sir.
Thank you.
Have a seat, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Most welcome. We are honored, sir. So, at the beginning, I would like to ask you, sir, as this is the first time of you coming to Kolkata,
Correct.
how is your experience at the very initial stage? Like,
I have always wanted to visit the city, but unfortunately never got an opportunity. And this is my first visit. This is only my second in the city, and I have such amazing experiences and impressions about the city. So I see a big blend of culture, tradition, innovations, diversity on the language side, on the culinary side. And most importantly, I felt ever since I got into the hotel the first evening, on the hospitality side, I think the people here in Kolkata are very warm, genuine, and welcoming. So I really admire and appreciate that about your house.
wonderful, sir. Wonderful. And sir, I hope you have also seen the pandals that are getting ready for the Durga Puja.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
in Bengali, like it's a culture, or you may say it's a very special part of our Bengali culture to be able to do night hopping while pandals, going in the pandals, seeing the Durga Puja, the ideals, all night. We go all night. So it's a wonderful experience. If you could stay here for some more days, you can even see the best part of West Bengal, that is Durga Puja.
I've started to see the preparations and I've been
Yes,
asking
yes.
some questions, but I have a question for you.
Yes, please.
So, in a night, how many pandals would you go visit and how many darshans would you do?
As per the culture, we have a set mindset that we will be roaming all night. So in a night, depending upon our transportation, we can go up to hundreds and thousands. So it's
Really?
yes, and all over West Bengal, so you will see pandals in every small lane on everything. You will be able to see. So there are many gods, and there is no count that we can, like, the average. If you go for a one night, we will be visiting around 80 to 100. I guess.
So beautiful.
Yes.
And what is special in terms of the offerings that you offer?
So this is the offer. Like Durga Puja is for 10 days. Okay. So in these 10 days, the our main purohits or the pujaris, the priest, they do mainly the offerings. But we as the audience, we only go to see the creativity of the ideal and the pandal of the
Decoration
structure.
around.
Yeah.
And on the sweet side, or because I'm a pastry chef, so I'm very curious on the sweet side. What do you offer the goddess? Or
It's
dairy?
mostly about rasgulla and
Rasgulla.
and various kinds of sandwiches and everything.
I've had both those sweets, and I have to say they were amazing experiences.
Great,
Yeah.
great. So, sir, let's move forward to our
Please.
next part of the podcast. That is, we will be asking. I have not much 5 questions to ask you.
Please.
Okay. So the first question to you, sir. Since, chef, this is the first visit of you in Kolkata, what is your first impression of the city, especially its food?
It's food. I have to say, when you're outside Kolkata, and I'm mainly from Mumbai, and I spend most of my life abroad. Even abroad, you always, whenever you talk about Indian sweets, you always associate Kolkata, Bengal. It's almost like an epicenter for India, for classical Indian desserts, right? And being my first visit here, I was very curious to delve into the desserts in the city. And I have to say, we're talking about the rasgulla or the sandesh. They were incredible experiences. I mean, and it's so different here than it is when you eat it around the country or even overseas. So I was very impressed. I was very impressed and curious about why it is different. What on the professional side, we are very curious at what creates these differences, what helps develop these flavor profiles, and why can't we get these flavor profiles outside of the state?
So, as you said, there is a particular brand I would like to mention to you that we have very prominent brands of Mishti and the Sandesh all over Kolkata, but there is a particular brand that is Radharam Mullik, Balaram Mullik. I can give you addresses and everything.
I would be happy to go there.
It's a heaven, it's a heaven. So it's a heaven for the sweet lovers. So if you just enter, you will be shocked to see the various kinds of sweets they have in display and everything. So it would be a good experience.
Thank you. And I also very impressed on the savory side, right?
Mhm.
Even we're talking sweet, but also on the savory side, the diversity in the culture.
Wonderfully said. Wonderfully said. Wonderfully said. So, so our next question to you, sir, is your journey in the culinary world has been incredible.
You want to break, please. And wait, where do you want me to look?
So my next question to you, sir. Your journey in the culinary world has been incredibly inspiring. Can you share a turning point in your career that shaped you as a chef?
It's an amazing question. So let me say this. What shapes you as a chef are your experiences. And I really can't say that there's a certain point where this was the defining moment that shaped me as a chef. What happens is being a chef is an evolution. You grow into that role. So every single day, every single hour, every single minute, you're in the kitchen and you're committed to the process will help you become a chef. So becoming a chef is about evolving into that capacity. You really can't say that because I finished a certain education or because I finished a certain number of years of experience, I'm a chef now. And even though when you're a chef, that process, I don't think is limiting or ends there. That process is ongoing, it's evolving. And even though if you're a chef today, I want to be a better chef tomorrow.
Wonderfully said. Wonderfully said, sir. The last question to you I would be asking, sir. If you had to cook a meal that represents your style and personality, what would be on the plate? What would you can expect? You as a chef, sir.
You know, I would say what would go on the plate that would represent me is not just my experiences, but that spontaneous moment would also reflect my mood. So what am I feeling? What are my emotions that day? And what is available outside in terms of fruit, in terms of freshness of fruit, or whether it's a certain kind of a nut or a fruit puree, or you have to feel connected to what you do.
Sure.
So what I may feel connected today might be different from what I feel connected tomorrow. So it's very open. You know, it's like asking a painter or musician, what do you feel like playing today? Right?
True.
So वो जवाब अलग होगा हर दिन.
Hard enough.
But I like to say that I like to work with combinations of chocolate being one of my favorite ingredients.
Okay.
Yeah, so I like chocolate.
Yeah.
The opportunities I have with chocolate and nut, chocolate with fruit, chocolate with caramel, chocolate and coffee, chocolate in different texture profiles. So I would incline more towards combining chocolate, and of course it's a very universal flavor. So you're not really taking a chance, right? I think probably most of the world, most of this planet enjoys the flavor profiles of chocolate. So I would lean more towards the chocolates.
Okay, and so I would like to mention I do love chocolate as well.
Okay.
So it was from my end I do. I would like to share a small experience
Please.
with you. That is, personally, please don't get offended, sir. I am not into baking. So when I did my first bakery, I wanted to bake a cake, and it turned out very bad. It turned out bitter and everything. So that was the last time I baked. So after that, I didn't choose to bake again. So as you have said, sir, I have one last small question to ask.
Well, quick one thing. I would say don't give up on the first cake because most people don't get it right the first time. So I didn't get it either. So you just have to be persistent. Baking a pastry is about technique and respecting time, temperature, and process. So just give it a couple of more shots, and I'm sure you'll make a perfect cake.
Sure, sir. As you have said, I would try be my best. As I have listed, I was checking out your videos and everything. So I really got a little bit like motivated. Like let's start about baking again once more. So. So anything you would like to share with our students, our audience? One last message from your end.
No, I think the GNIHM is an incredible institute. You have an amazing team, faculty, infrastructure. What I would like to say is that this is just the beginning. The education you get in this whole world out there, whether it's 3 years, 5 years, or in my case 30 years, is not enough in the learning process. Just stay committed and drive, motivate yourself to get better every single day.
So that's wonderful, sir. I hope our students will keep this with them forever, throughout their life, throughout their career. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you
much,
for having
sir.
me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It has been an honor to have you.
Likewise.